anak muda, seorang yang ada pengalaman, seorang yang ada kebolehan, yang kita dapat maklumat dan beliau sebenarnya ada bertemu dengan saya twice, ya, and then bincang sedikit sebanyak tentang bagaimana perjalanan untuk usaha kita menyatukan rakyat di Sabah ini, ya, dan mereka merupakan di antara generasi anak muda yang mempunyai kebolehan, yang mempunyai semangat yang tinggi untuk ingin melihat supaya Sabah dan rakyat Sabah ini bukan hanya dapat disatukan tapi dapat dimajukan. Jadi pada hari ini kita setelah berbincang dengan rakan-rakan Timbalan Presiden Datuk dan rakan-rakan yang lain, kita amat gembira menerima seorang yang memang asal the blood is being politicians. I know the father, he's old friend of mine as well, colleague dalam perjuangan politik di Sabah dahulu pun, dan saya kenal keluarga yang cukup baik, dan kita rasa ini akan membolehkan supaya gambaran kita berikan langkah menyatukan masyarakat yang berbagai kaum di Sabah ini, ya, menjadi keutamaan kepada kita, dan ini merupakan satu usaha yang baik kepada kita, khususnya di kawasan yang kita yakin, ya, Inanam satu kawasan yang agak mempunyai potensi yang cukup baik untuk diperolehi oleh parti warisan dalam pilihan raya yang terdekat. Okey, so itu merupakan kita menerima kemasukan my dear sister Edna. Ya, beliau sanggup sedikit sebanyak mengorbankan walaupun ada jawatan dalam kerajaan, tapi sanggup juga melihat masa depan Sabah dan rakyat Sabah. Termasuk saya dengan rakan saya Daryl, I give up my minister post, I give up my old last time pun, ya, for the sake of macam mana kita nak pastikan supaya the way forward negara kita, dan juga khususnya yang pada sekarang ni fokus kita ialah kepada Sabah. Ya, kerana kita yakin bahawa Sabah sebagai sebuah tempat mempunyai potensi yang cukup baik. Ya, bukan hanya saya tahu dan saya sedar paling banyak tourism product and the best tourism product in the country. You can't find it in any other places in Malaysia. It's only in Sabah. Dengan Gunung Kinabalu, dengan budaya berbagai bangsa, dengan culture rantau Asia terletak di Sabah. So you're talking about all the potential resources, plentiful of resources that we have here. Yeah? But how do you monetize that? And that is very important. To monetize that, we have to have a good leaders, and we have to have a good government. Jadi penting keutamaan kepada kita, ya, pastikan supaya this government is a failed government. This government is a failed government. So when I say failed government, is to make sure that, to ensure that we can monetize whatever the unity that we have here, the culture that we have here, and the wealth that we have here. We must have not only a clean government, a good government, but we must make sure also we must have a capable leaders to ensure that it can administer and run the state of Sabah. Jadi saya melihat dengan kemasukan Edna dalam parti warisan ini akan meningkat tambah, akan memberi penambahan dari segi generasi anak-anak muda kita, regeneration leadership dalam kepimpinan parti warisan. Warisan adalah sebuah parti yang berbagai bangsa. Majority are not Bajau. Majority are KDN. Timbalan, naik presiden, setiausaha agung, ya. Bayangkan, only a few Bajau ni. Brunei berapa orang saja, ya. Bendahari Brunei, naik presiden Brunei, Chinese is there as well. We have good numbers, ya. Jadi nak kata bahawa kita bukan parti yang tak berbagai bangsa, kita berbagai bangsa. Pasal itu kita lantik semua. Masa kita jadi kerajaan warisan, kita lantik ketua menteri orang Bajaunya. Timbalannya orang Cina, Kristina. Timbalannya Matius Tangau, orang KDN. Timbalannya orang Bajau, ketua menteri. Yang sekarang ni ada boleh yang janji mau lantik lah. You are now the chief minister, why you wait after election? Ya, tapi yang saya rasa penting kepada kita penyatuan, sharing but we must be inclusive in our way of life to ensure that we can benefit. The way forward, yeah. Bukan apa saya katakan di peringkat semenanjung, whoever is the government there, you like it, you don't like it, we have to support them because they have 160 plus members of parliament. If the majority of those people dari Perlis sampai ke Johor voted for any single party, you have to accept it. They can form government without us. That's why, for the sake of the country, we just have to support. Currently, we're supporting the PH government anyway. Yeah, because we believe that unity government is there. It is a unity government in comprising of so many other people there as well. So ini yang kita katakan bahawa bagi kita pendekatan kita, we have been very consistent on trying to unite the people in Sabah on how best, even to the extent that no other Muslim leaders go to the ground, and also giving Christmas extra holiday. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm not a Muslim, I'm Muslim. Nobody can erase my religious belief. But being the former chief minister, I was a chief minister for all Sabhan. So they're Muslim, they're Christian. You know, when I look at it, even native court also, we enhanced that when we were then. Why? Because we also ensure that we maintain the culture of those people in this part of the world. Law Ministry, undang-undang pun kita wujudkan Menteri Undang-Undang, Menteri Pelajaran, Menteri Kesihatan untuk make sure that reform in terms of law, we change even the land law, which included the continental shelf yang ada. Ya, kita katakan supaya jangan ada ekstremism. Kita tukar enactment agama Islam, ahli sunnah wal jamaah, which is not based on extremism yang ada. Dan juga UEC, kita luluskan. We tabled that, we discussed that in the cabinet itself. Anak-anak kerja di Singapura, anak-anak kerja di Hong Kong, di Australia. Some of them want to see the parents. And how can they be bonded to the family when there's only one day holiday? Mungkin kalau Christmas, Sunday, then they have extra. So we put another extra day. Why not? To ensure that not only the children, not only the family can be bonded, but that is very important for us to share the values of having a good, united people in this part of the world, respect each other. That is what is embedded in the Constitution. Ya, kita respect semua freedom of religion yang ada. Jadi kita nakkan supaya rakyat di Sabah ini khususnya akan dapat memahami hala tuju. There must be some clarity in our mind. What is our intention in this coming election? We want to topple this failed government. Yeah, change. Okay? Thank you very much.
Will be district.
Well, she is in Warisan area, joining the party, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
She
it
gonna
was.
be in any specific division?
Of course, she comes from the Sipangar area, Sipangar division there, where his families and all the relatives are down in Nanam area, Sipangar area. So we did invite some of the leaders coming from Sipangar, Datuk Aziz, YB, Azhar, to ensure that how best we can, bonded our membership together to ensure that well received. A leader coming, a new leader coming up. So I think this is also very crucial. You know why we make it so special today? Pasal kita juga mau gender dalam kita memperjuangkan the way forward and being, a lady there. So this is very crucial for us to take note of that. Kita tak mau nanti semuanya kita meninggalkan keadaan wanita juga ketinggalan. Tak. And this is the way forward for Sabah as well, to ensure that we include, be inclusive in our way of running the state. Yeah.
Have you discussed joining Barisan with your father? Did you? Because did you discuss what does your father think of you joining Barisan?
I think for now, I'm not going to comment anything about that. Thank you.
You can decide on your own.
That's right. It's time for me to decide for my own.
What is your position in the government?
I'm the native chiefs of Kota Kinabalu. Ketua Daerah Mahkamah Negeri Kota Kinabalu. Lumayan familiar. Patutlah dari tadi dijeling-jeling.
Si Maria ni kan,
Familiar.
koketik tu.
But anyway, the family, you know, because the father is Eric Majimpun, and the Majimpun family is well known. They were there, you know, during the previous government too, even during Barisan Nasional. I still remember the father. I know he's a good friend of mine. And he's a man of way forward too. When I look at it, I say, no, it comes from the blood as well. I look at it. So we are, immediately when I heard the message, immediately when we got it, said, why not? This is something add up to, you know, the way forward. Yes. The time will come. The time will come is not for us to announce any candidate yet, because you can imagine, even myself, even the rest, as we have not announced yet. The time will come, you know how the political scenario is not based on political kind of democratic practices. You know, I want to make sure that they can, kita besok umumkan satu orang, oh dia akan beli. You know, that's what happened to my 9 state assembly anyway. You know, yang keluar sekarang pasal rasuah-rasuah, pasal orang yang terima, itulah penyembah-penyembah. You know, if I wanted to, I could have done it. I could have maintained my position as a chief minister. You know, then there. Saya boleh tanya berapa juta kau dibagi. Oh, saya boleh bagi 2 juta, 3 juta, jangan bimbang sangat. Top up. Oh, pasal apa? Kau mau jawatan? Jawatan, kau letak jawatan. Jurung letak, bagi sama orang. I can maintain. You know, by giving them whatever it is. But is that the good values as a leader for the future of Sabah people? You inculcate that values, and that is a corrupted mind. It's not based on the struggle. You just imagine now, keadaan kita di peringkat Sabah. We imagine, Daryl was from PKR, was in UMNO, but kita bukan jenis seumpama itu. When we saw the struggle, we go for it. And this is where I think we have clarity under warisan to ensure that first thing, be inclusive, uniting the Sabah people, and also to ensure that we monetize kekayaan, kebaikan Sabah yang ada untuk kepentingan generations to come. We are not thinking of ourselves here now. We are thinking all the younger generations yang ada di peringkat negeri Sabah untuk memimpin Sabah. Okay? Thank you. Sorry? Yes, I got it. Yeah. Yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday.
What's the next course of action?
How long have they given?
Well, the time will come.
How long have they given you?
1 week.
1 week.
So by then, before that, I'll make the announcement. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
They're sharing some videos right now. What's that? You're laying it.
It's free.
What's the video about? We had no chance to see. We had
Okay.
no chance to see.
The time will come. Don't worry. Nanti akan saya maklumkan bila dah sampai tempoh dia. I've given it to my lawyers and all the things there. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Jangan bimbang. This is more important. Yeah.
The letter from the coroner.
No.
Of the
No. From the AG.
AG.
AG. Okay. Don't worry about it. Orang politik lama macam saya ni nothing lah kamu. I mean, we want to make sure things are right. You know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Nanti pula tenggelam isu ni ya. Yang kita nakkan ni supaya ignorant. Because
Since last weekend, Barisan has been getting a lot of heat, particularly social media. They are attacking my son, politicking at time when crisis is happening. How do you respond?
it's normal. Well, it's an opportunity for us to tell the truth. I mean, 5 years AGG has governed the state. They are managing the money. They're controlling all the department. And they blame us for the failure of water supply, for the failure of building the roads, for the failure of not enough electricity. When we terminate the contractor, was there any incidents of not enough supply of water in the hotels? There was any blackout? Yeah. I know there was only weather, climate change is coming. And I can tell you that now is the season for flood to come. But there will be more. Worst scenario, when the warm weather comes, And there will be fire. Bush fire will be everywhere. Tapi dulu pun kalau ada kebakaran, tukar IC. Menuduh pula. Lepas itu kadang-kadang, ini salah Datuk Shafie pasal kontraktor ditamatkannya. I mean, when I terminated the contractor, it's lopsided agreement. Don't tell me. That is not right. We check with the AG, I go thoroughly. But what is important? I know we can resolve this matter. I'm quite sure we can do better than them in terms of water supply, in terms of electricity, in terms of infrastructure, basic things that what Sabah and Sabahan needs. Yeah, it's very important. Ini tidak, water treatment is different body, distribution is a different body. When I terminated the contractor, 1,600 of those personnel from that company we observed into Jabatan Air Sabah. Now they have jobs. Yeah, permanent jobs. And you can imagine we were looking to the inner part of it, a very comprehensive approach. Kita tidak terminate syarikat, lepas itu kita buang anak-anak kita tidak ada kerja. Tidak. Kita layan anak-anak kita, don't worry. We terminate contractor, kita akan pastikan supaya anak-anak kita ada kerja, observe them into Jabatan Air. Yeah? We save SFI. I want to save SFI. Why? Because this is the only land with 700,000 acre of land and more than 300,000 acre of land planted with the most expensive wood, timber in the world. What sort of species of timber is there? Acacia, which can produce all quality papers yang ada. So when I look at it, I say, why can't we monetize this? I know it's under receivership. Bank is already taking it. Utang dia 3 billion. Lepas itu ada kontrak yang tidak dibayar 1 billion saya ingat. So I had discussed with the contractor, I asked a businessman from China, Shenzhen. Yeah, I went to Shenzhen and I went to the factory. So they told me, I said, Datuk Sri, we don't have enough raw material. But you can imagine the supply that we can provide for China market is huge. And there was potential. That's why I was brave enough to even pay salary to all the 2,000 people there, in spite of the factory was not functioning well. Then we housed them. And now where are the people? Sabahan, 2,000 plus is gone and no place to stay some more. Don't talk about salaries. Don't talk about where the woods are. Kayu sekarang saya dipahamkan, stop. Kemana dibuat? Routine issue dia, routine. But you don't, where are the way forward? These are wealth that you can monetize. Yeah? But unfortunately, it's a failed government anyway. Jadi masalah biasalah kalau dia tanya tentang kegagalan mereka yang jadi kerajaan 5 tahun, mereka yang mengurus keuangan, how many billion this year? This year alone is 6.7 billion. Yeah, 6.7 billion. You can imagine on water saja, road maintenance saja. Road maintenance budget this year is 500 million. Road maintenance. Grant from federal grant 650 million. So almost a billion. Money is available to ensure that you can build a better road for the people in Sabah. Once we are in the government, I'm going down there, the road. I'll bring JKR director, I'll bring the SUT Kawangan, I'll bring the federal officers to look into it. Because ada federal fund is there, grant. Check, kenapa tidak berjalan, siapa kontraktor dia. There must be reason. Yeah? Kalau sekiranya betul mereka perform, let it be, continue there. But the moment they don't perform, I don't want to sacrifice the people's punya needs just to please contractor here. For the future of Sabah people, we have to be very bold in our mind to ensure that what is important, the people needs is there. Pasal itu kita beritahu kenapa kita kerjasama dengan rakyat pilihan raya ini. Rakyat Sabah. Bukan kita solo. You must be very inclusive. Kita tidak tahu bahawa kita tidak perlu bersendirian. We need partners. But our partners is the people in Sabah. Why the need the people? Pasal kalau kita bincangkan partner dengan parti-parti, apa dia mahu? Kursi. Berapa? 15, 20, 40, 32. Apalagi lepas itu, sudah dapat kursi, tanding-tanding, mau menteri. Jawatan apa? Menteri Kewangan, Ketua Menteri. Menteri JKR. Lepas itu sudah menteri, bergaduh lagi. Siapa? Pasal projek. Tidak kena bergaduh. Macam Majiji sama si Bung Mokhtar dulu kan. Jadi di end dengan tu, lepas tu, what happened? They split. Yeah? When they split, and that's, you look at that. Tapi kalau kita kerjasama dengan rakyat, I know what the rakyat want. Dia mau apa? Dia mau air. Dia mau apa? Dia mau elektrik. Dia mau apa? Kesihatan, pendidikan. So you just imagine, bukan 15 orang yang mau air. Bukan 30 orang yang mau elektrik. Bukan 50 orang yang mau kesehatan pendidikan. Yang mau untuk air dan juga elektrik ialah 3,9 juta rakyat Sabah. And that is what I said, it must be based on needs, not based on race, not based on religious belief yang ada. Kalau kita melakukannya, dan saya yakin rancangan yang kita akan usahakan harus spell out nanti the time comes. The vision and the mission of kerajaan warisan.
My earlier question was saying, it seems that this is a perception thing, being stuck or being trying to stick on warisan, just like the ASS last time. What's being done right now?
That's what they're good at.
Well, they are very good because they spend money. This year budget alone, last year was 2 billion on apa dia? Media sosial. Last year, 2 million last year. This year, you know how many million? 8 point something million. Where the money goes to? Media sosial. Akbar Sabah Maju 8 juta belanjawan. I mean, economists, I read all the budget, where the money goes to. Bukan saya main tembak sana, main agak-agak. 8 juta tahun ini untuk media sosial dia saja. Pasal itu is heavy, very heavy at taking us. But saya yakin kali ini rakyat Sabah tahu, faham, mereka yang rasa apa yang dibawa, macam mana gelombang TikTok yang mereka lakukan. Kita tidak ada duit untuk bayar TikTok media sosial. But those people who responded that is the public at large actually. Netizen yang ada itu, yang kadang-kadang defending us. I'm so happy and I'm so pleased. And this God divine. When I look at it, because I know we don't have much money, but kita ada semangat, kita ada leadership kita dari segi bukan hanya wawasan kita untuk melahirkan keadaan Sabah yang cukup berpotensi. My goodness, I can tell you, if we are able to monetize Sabah ni, bukan hanya kaya dengan resources paling cantik, tourism produk paling banyak, tidak ada tempat di Malaysia seperti Sabah ini. Bukit, bukau, pulau-pulau, makanan yang ada, budaya yang ada. But how do you manage, how do you monetize that? Pasal itu bila kita jadi kerajaan dahulu bersama dengan Pakatan Harapan, saya minta dengan Tuan Mahathir, lantiklah satu orang menteri pelancongan dari Sabah, Muhammadin Ketapi, because I knew that we have to link it up, by industry. And then there was them international trade for the first time in the history. Pasal apa? We know where the link up. We know where how to make sure that we can monetize the benefit to ensure that we can provide jobs for the younger generation in Sabah. Okay? Yes, sir. I answer your question. Thank you very much. Tapi fokus, jangan pula fokus dengan saya, fokus dengan ni.
Which party were you from?
No party.
Your former party?
No party.
No party.
Why the sudden interest in politics?
I think this is the time for us now for all Sabahan to be united. That's the reason why I joined this party. And I think this is the only party we can unite everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. With that, make sure
Penyerahan borang.
penyerahan borang. So, barulah aku kenal dia. Pemilih.
Tapi lepas ni pergi happy plan. Kita calon kan? Calon black wave.
Shareholders.
Shareholder, baju dia.
Shareholders.
They have been speculating. Daerah semua parti dia sana sini.
Sesi di sana, oh.
Banyak parti tu. Mana bantu? Okay. Oh, kita.
Saya mau buat begini sekali.
Di sini.